So, it's the kind of headline that sounds like something out of a music fan's dream. BTS recorded an unreleased Michael Jackson song, a song originally written for Michael Jackson in Ireland. Now, according to a new report, that might be exactly what happened. On August 3rd, a media agency called the Irish Sun reported that BTS had traveled to Grouse Lodge Studios in County Westmeath, Ireland, to record a track originally written for the late king of pop, that is, Michael Jackson. The source was the studio owner, Petty Donning, who says the session was part of a larger tribute album using unfinished songs that Michael Jackson had created during his stay in Ireland in 2006. He said, the sessions started last year and we have already had the Korean boy band BTS over with us in Grouse Lodge, recording one of the songs, Dunning told the Irish Sun. Now, if true, this would mark one of BTS' most surprising and historically significant collaborations to date. For some context, according to Irish Sun, Michael Jackson spent 5 months in Ireland back in 2006, taking refuge in the Irish countryside with his 3 children. He lived in a converted cowshed at Grouse Lodge, which is a secluded recording studio known for attracting major artists seeking peace and privacy. And during his time there, Jackson was reportedly working on what some people called his next thriller, which will be a comeback album that sadly was never completed before his passing in 2009. But the music didn't disappear entirely. According to Dunning, roughly 10 tracks were written during Jackson's stay, including collaborations with big names like producer Rodney Jerkins and rapper Nephew. And the idea behind the tribute album is to bring those unfinished works to life, and this time with new artists lending their voices to the songs Jackson never got to complete. And that's where BTS comes in. Now, here's where things start to feel a little off, or fuzzy or murky. Dunning claims that the tribute album sessions began last year, probably meaning 2024, and that BTS came to Grouse Lodge to record. But in 2024, only Jin and J-Hope had been discharged from the military. The rest of the group, RM, Suga, Jimin, V, and Jungkook, remained enlisted until well into 2025. Suga's not included in this photo because he didn't have a reverse live stream after the discharge, so sorry about that. Now, even more importantly, no one saw these members go. BTS is one of the most closely watched groups in the world, and a trip to Ireland would involve multiple members, staff, and likely, travel through international airports. And it's nearly impossible nowadays they could have made that trip without a single fan or journalist spotting them, or local spotting them. And there were no leaked airport photos, and no Irish locals mentioning their arrival at a well-known studio. And we have talked about the issue of BTS privacy at airports on my channel, and BTS member V himself has openly talked about it during his live stream. So, assuming this rumor is true, what is the most likely explanation? There are a few possibilities that I could think of. Perhaps only Jin and J-Hope recorded the track under the BTS name, or maybe Dunning misremembered the year and the session actually took place more recently in 2025 after all members were discharged. Or it's possible that the vocals were recorded in advance elsewhere and then brought to Ireland for post-production, while Dunning interpreted that as an in-person session. And until BTS agency, either Big Hit or HYBE or the Jackson estate confirms the details, it's hard to know for sure. But based on everything we know about BTS military schedule and public visibility, a secret group trip to Ireland, it seems kind of extremely unlikely. Now, if this news surprises you, it's worth noting that this wouldn't be the first time BTS has collaborated with a music legend from another era. Just last year, BTS member V, teamed up with the late Bing Crosby, yeah, the 1940s crooner, for a special posthumous duet on White Christmas. The release was authorized by Crosby's estate and showcased BTS' ability to bridge generations with taste and respect. And in that context, BTS lending their voices to a Michael Jackson tribute feels less like a gimmick and more like a meaningful artistic gesture. After all, BTS has frequently paid homage to Michael Jackson through performance and style, and their hit Dynamite, in particular, was widely praised for its MJ-styled inspired choreography and fashion, and even Butter opened with a nod to Smooth Criminal. And fans have pointed out MJ-style footwork in many of their stage performances. So while there's been no official word from HYBE or Big Hit or BTS themselves, the idea of them participating in a project like this doesn't feel out of place. Now, alongside the album, Dunning says a documentary is in the works about Jackson's time in Ireland. The Jackson estate has reportedly approved the project, and has also spoken with Michael Jackson's son, who shared fond memories of Grouse Lodge and said he would like to return one day with his siblings. Of course, not everyone is sold just yet. The report comes from the Irish Sun, which is a tabloid with a reputation for sensational headlines and mixed factual reliability. So again, until BTS or HYBE or Big Hit or the Jackson Estate make an official announcement, some skepticism remains. And for now, fans are left wondering, what does this sound like? What would it sound like? Will it be released as part of a larger project or as a standalone track? And how will BTS reinterpret a song originally intended for Michael Jackson himself, if this were true? So, what do you think? If BTS, and that's a big if, BTS really did record a Michael Jackson track, how would you want it to sound? True to MJ's signature style or modernized with BTS' own color? And do, these posthumous collaborations like this feel respectful, or do they risk crossing a line? And if this song ever gets released, do you think it could chart globally or even become a historic pop moment? So let us know what you think. And this story might still be a rumor, so we gotta be cautious about the whole thing. But if it turns out to be true, it could become one of the most fascinating musical crossovers in recent memory. And yeah, let me be. I myself am being cautiously excited. All right. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And as always, when you write comments, let's stay positive, respectful, and classy. And subscribe to my channel and hit the like button if you haven't already. All right. Peace and love. Bye-bye.